Hello, it's the cousin, and I am back for another beer tasting video.
I get a kick out of brew.
I don't know what the fuck that intro was, but I have been playing Skyrim. It is Tuesday night, and I am back for another beer tasting video. And this one is another Fuller's beer, like we were doing the whole Hobgoblin Fuller's thing. And honestly, this is the one I have the highest hopes for. Does this tie into me playing Skyrim? A little bit. See, in Skyrim, I know I've noticed a lot of the beers are honey flavored. Can't remember the names of the actual beers, but I know you've got Nordmead. There's a brewery near Whiterun. This is in Skyrim, by the way. And I know that's got something to do with honey. So to get into the theme of playing Skyrim, I've been adding honey to my tea, which I started doing before I started playing Skyrim. It all started when I had was it a cold or something? But yeah, just waffled on about Skyrim there because I am fucking addicted to that game now. But the reason I bring that up and the whole thing about honey is because we are doing Honeydew Organic Golden Ale by Fuller's Griffin Brewery. And it matches my t-shirt. So yeah, one thing I've learned about Fuller's and Griffin Brewery is Griffin Brewery was the founders of Fuller's granddad or something, relative, some sort of relative, I know that. And Fuller's have a brewery which they've called Griffin Brewery in Chiswick. So Fuller's is a brewery and Griffin Brewery is just one of their breweries in Chiswick, if that makes sense. So we've got the typical bottle with the Griffin Brewery bottle cap, this River Thames down here. I don't know if you can see that, maybe a little bit there. And then we've got this Honeydew Organic Golden Ale. So, yeah. Now you know where I'm getting the whole Skyrim reference with the Honeydew and the Golden Ale, which fits the theme of all the other beers we've been doing recently. So it says here, organically produced, refreshing Golden Ale. Fuller's Honeydew Organic Golden Ale, brewed beside the Thames since 1845. Long time. Honeydew. Honeydew is the UK's leading organically produced ale, naturally brewed using organic honey, malts and hops to create a refreshing golden beer with subtle honey flavours balanced by a delicious zesty edge. I honestly feel this could be my favourite beer of all time. 5%. And I say that because one of my favourite beers of all time, and I really need to take Joe to this place, in central London, in Covent Garden, there's a place called the Maple Leaf, Canadian bar, where they do Sleeman's, or is it Selman's or Sleeman's? One of the two. Honey brown beer, and that is just... So I'm hoping this is similar to that, because that is honestly a god tier beer. Yeah, we're using J. Ashley Spencer lingo on this channel. And I just can't wait to get into this. So before I get into the taste, let's talk about the design. Personally, I don't know. I mean, it's got this like yellow L, and then a yellow L, and then a yellow quarter circle, and then a bit there. I'm not really a fan of the design. Its colour scheme is a goldy yellow or honey yellow with a white background, and then it's got Honeydew in a dark blue and Organic Golden Ale in green. I don't know. In terms of design, I am going to give that... I was going to give it a 3, but... yeah, because I've got high hopes, I'm going to give it just a 3. Nothing really to say on design. I'll give you guys a 360. So there's the front, Honeydew. go around to the back, and that's out of the way. It got a 3 on design. I'm more curious about the taste. So, if I get disappointed, that bottle cap has just gone. Ugh. There you go, Griffin Brewery. Enough said. Let's smell it. Well, it smells like a strong beer. And it does smell like honey. Oh my god, I can't wait to taste this. Let's go straight in. Cheers. Wow. Oh wow. At first that tasted like a nice beer, and then that tasted like a really nice beer. Like it tasted like a good beer. And oh wow, that honey aftertaste is wow. You can really taste the honey. And it does taste like it's got the base of a really good beer with a nice honey taste on top of it. And then you just get this really nice honey aftertaste. Oh, I love it when we find legendary beers on this channel. And I've only had about 2 mouthfuls of this, and I can tell you, this is going to be one of them. Oh man. Oh, that is so nice. When that first taste hits, and then the honey just sort of crawls in like that. I don't know what that was. This is a good fucking beer. That aftertaste is just something else. What the fuck? I am really enjoying this. So glad I picked this up. This was the one that... No. I was going to say this is the one that started it off, but it was Tanglefoot. The Tanglefoot is the one I saw. Or did I see this first? I don't know, but when I saw honey, I instantly was like, yeah, I'm going to buy that. Honey and beer goes together so well, and this just proves it. I am really enjoying this, if you can't tell already. Oh man. I'm gonna give that a 5-star. It's one of those beers where you just know that if you do something like this, it's like a quest to find the good beers, the best beers, the legendary beers. And in that quest, really using Skyrim logic, I'm even in my Whiterun colours. But in that quest for beer, you sometimes come across the most foulest of the foul, the best of the best, and literally everything in between. But when you get those few that are on that side of the spectrum, the best of the best, it makes it all worth it, and this is one of those. Joe, you need to fucking try one of these. Is this the best beer I've done on the channel? That is the big question. Off the top of my head, the best beers I've done on this are that aftertaste of honey is just so... I remember when we did the first series, obviously Madrid was a good way to start things off, but I remember the Bombardier was a really good one. I remember always being fond of Adnam's Broadside. Erdinger obviously was a popular one on the one I did with J. Ashley Spencer, and then I did it again, and yeah. Then you had some of the stouts like Rocky Road is a favourite from Brewdog. Oh crap, what was the other one called? Grind Coffee Stout. Rattle and Rum, which is rum and stout. Black Heart, obviously Guinness. Red Rascal is another one, a recent one as well, fairly recent, which when I think of the best beers, that comes to mind straight away. I don't know what the best beer I've done is, but this is definitely in my top 3. More so than the one I was talking about in the Canadian bar. This one's aftertaste is just immaculate. I've given it a 5-star on taste, but only a 3 on design. But I'm going to give its overall a 5-star because it doesn't need a good design. You could literally take the sticker off and it's still going to be a legendary beer. That's how confident I am in this drink. This is just so good. I mean, when we did the little Fuller's Hobgoblin, I don't actually have all the bottles with me down here. They're upstairs and I can't be asked to get them. But the best one was the ESB Legendary Ale. But this is a freaking game changer. Wow. Yeah, this is definitely one of my favourite beers of all time. Just anything with honey works, and this is one of the best. So I recommend this. If you drink alcohol, get a Honeydew by Fuller's, because what the fuck are you doing? Nothing more to say. That is just a legendary beer. This is why we do beer tasting. Can't believe I've never heard of this beer before. I need to ask Joe about it, because I don't think he's done this either. And if he has, why didn't you tell me about it? But no, I'm going to recommend this one to him because, oh man, this is just a legendary beer. This is something you could definitely drink in a Nordic pub in a place that may or may not be called Whiterun. Anyway, I shall see you in the next Skyrim video. But what a fucking great beer. Anyway, this has been The Cousin. I hope you've enjoyed watching this. You cannot enjoy watching this more than I've enjoyed recording and trying this beer. But either way, please like, subscribe, share, and all that other shit. And I shall see you in the next one. Cheers. When he takes you out for cute dates.